It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Pierce in at the 3 spot.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
It's stolen by McLemore. Here's Gay. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
And Cousins throws it down.
Tell you what, they're going to have to do a better job of boxing this fella out than that.
No one between him and the hoop. You're right, Clark.
Yeah, and you don't want to be giving up, guys, putback slams. That's not the kind of play that could build confidence. And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward.
Gay against Pierce. Gay kicks to Cousins. McLemore dishes to Cousins. Here's Rondo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul with the defensive effort.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on, clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history. That's now 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to find the rhythm and flow here offensively.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, outside Griffin. Here's Crawford. From down in the low post, it goes.
Yeah, strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
And Jordan sends it back. And he recovers it.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Assist goes to Redick with the bucket. Here's Rondo. 1:44 left in the first. Down low. Kicks it out to Gay. Goes up on the wing. Good on the jump shot.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Rondo against Rivers. He kicks it to Aldridge. Here is Mbamute. No good off the front iron.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage. Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
And the dunk by AC.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
The shot by Rudy, no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside.
Oh!
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out in transition.
Here's Rivers.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul. Now into the lineup for the Clippers. Wesley Johnson.
8 seconds left to play here in the first. Redick passes to Johnson. Here's Rivers. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Kings lead by 6. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Sacramento.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Collison is out there with Bellinelli. And it's Caron Butler. Then there's Kufis. And it's Caspi in the 4 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Kings leading. You know, you work hard all season, Greg, to try and get into the playoffs, then get a favorable first-round matchup. How about the Clippers last year? Followed those steps. They're rewarded with the first-round matchup against the defending champions of the league, the San Antonio Spurs.
And not only were the Spurs the defending champions, but they came in playing terrific basketball down the stretch, which is kind of what they are noted for. And the Clippers, though, did well, even though that was the case.
6 to shoot. The drive by Collison. Bellinelli for 3. Nice D from Crawford. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assurance in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
They grab their own miss.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Caspi dishes to Collison. Butler with the ball, and Crawford picks him up defensively. And taken away by Johnson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Boy, I tell you, it was a tough road for the Clippers in the playoffs. They get by the Spurs in round 1 in a 7-game emotional series, then immediately have to go up against the Rockets in round 2.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. The Clippers also making some changes. And Baamute's checked in for Griffin. And it's Pearson for Wesley Johnson. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way. And we all remember the Clippers would go up 3-1 against the Rockets. They had that 19-point lead in the fourth quarter of Game 6, but couldn't hold on to it and lose Game 7. And it was one of the biggest series collapses, really, in postseason history.
From the stripe, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Rondo's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
It was a rough year last year for fans in Sacramento, but they still come out here to fill up the stands, Greg, even with their team struggling.
Yeah, the new ownership, give them credit. Last year, the Kings marked an 8-year high in terms of attendance. Not bad for a team that really looked to be in the hunt for the postseason, but then just fell apart midway through.
Cole Aldrich, who's checked in for the Clippers. Reddick comes in for Jamal Crawford. The feed to Paul. .130 left here in the second. Inside. And Mbamute kicks to Aldrich. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. So for the Clippers, Jeff Green. He's checked in for Mbamute. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
That'll be a backcourt violation.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. A three from Gay. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Pierce. Pass to Green. Tries from 10. And the jumper is on the mark. And the Clippers lead by 3.
I like the way they're working the ball inside, because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
McLemore, the pass to Ace. Outside for Rondo. Dishes to Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's McLemore. AC. Second shot opportunity. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Clippers were so strong on the road last season. They led the league, Clark, in field goal percentage while on the road. And actually they scored more points away from Staples than in it.
Especially down the stretch, Kevin. I mean, they finished the regular season with 8 straight road wins to get home court advantage in the first round. Superb.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Rivers. Whoa.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Los Angeles on top, up 1. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half.